Guys, PSG have just reached the Champions League final, knocking out Arsenal from the semifinals with an aggregate of 3-1. Guys, PSG. Let's just talk about PSG a little bit, okay? PSG is a team that no one expects them to do anything good in the Champions League. Okay, in their domestic cups, they're the kings. Everyone knows that. But in the Champions League, no one expects much from this team. No one. Including even me, myself. And even in this season, I didn't expect anything from PSG. Of course, Mbappe leaving PSG. I thought that what's this PSG going to do now? Nothing. But look at what they did. They're in the final. This is a team where players, when they want to retire, they come to this team, earn a lot of money, retire from football, and yeah, that's what this is known for. Big names come here, and yeah, that's it. That's what's been happening for the last so many years. Big names, Messi, Neymar. Big names, they come here. Messi came here, guys. There was a time Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe were at this PSG, and they didn't even reach the quarterfinals altogether. They didn't reach the quarterfinals. But this PSG, where there's no Mbappe, okay? There's no big name in this PSG, has reached the final. What a story this is. What a story. What a story, guys. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, okay? It's incredible. This is a miracle. Because normally what we see is a big name team, which is PSG. But this time it's completely different. I didn't expect PSG to reach the final. Well, they have reached the final in 2020 but lost. But this season, to be exact, based on their history in these last 5 years, I didn't expect a PSG to reach a final. Luis Enrique has completely transformed this PSG, bro. Completely. The way that they've performed so far in the Champions League, it wasn't the best performance, okay? Because, of course, they lost a couple of games, which led them to be on the mid-table. And let's talk about that. Out of those four semi-finalists, PSG, Inter Milan, Barcelona, Arsenal, PSG had the toughest route. The toughest one, in my opinion. And why? Because, first of all, they had to play a playoff. The other ones, they didn't have to play a playoff. Arsenal, Barcelona, Inter Milan, they qualified directly to the round of 16. PSG had to play a playoff versus Brest. And then they played against Liverpool, one of the big teams. Big team, Liverpool. Aston Villa, also a big team. Well, they're like 7th or 6th, I don't know, in the Premier League, but a big team. An English team. And then a third English team, Arsenal, also a big team in the semifinals. This route was the toughest. But the thing is that they have beaten 4 English teams this season. Man City in the league phase, 4-2, a comeback. Liverpool at Anfield. Aston Villa at the Parc des Princes. Arsenal in both legs. The second leg, of course, was yesterday. But guys, this PSG has evolved. It's not the same PSG anymore. It's not a PSG that depends on one player like Mbappe, and my goodness, Mbappe is going to be crying in his room right now. Like, he left PSG to win a Champions League with Real Madrid, and what happens? PSG goes to the final, and Real Madrid is knocked out from the quarterfinals by Arsenal. What a story, guys. What a story. I didn't expect this. PSG is completely evolved. But now, guys, let's look at the game now, okay? Let's look at the game. The game, guys, first of all, the routes. As I said, PSG had the toughest route out of all those 4 semifinalists so far. And Arsenal didn't have that much like a difficult route because, listen, they qualified directly to the round of 16, and then they played against PSV, in which they won 9-3 on aggregate. Now, is that hard? That's not hard. And then they play against Real Madrid, the kings of Europe. But the kings of Europe this time were so sloppy. They were so not a team that they just lost 5-1 on aggregate versus Arsenal. So that wasn't even a competition. But then in the semifinals, they come up with a team that has been so good so far this season. A very good defensive team. One of the best attacking teams. They come up against them and they lose. They lose. Both legs. But the thing is, guys, if there's one thing that I can say, that is going to be that Arsenal had equal rights to go to the final. And I'm not even kidding. You guys might think that what is this guy saying? Is this guy crazy? Arsenal to the final. Yes. Yes. If you watch the football, if you don't look at the teams, watch the football. If you watch the football that was played, Arsenal versus PSG, PSG versus Arsenal, both legs, I'm very, very confident that Arsenal also had equal rights to go to the final. They didn't lack anything, guys. In my opinion, they didn't lack anything. In the first leg, they tried so much. After going 1-0 down, they tried so much, but still they failed. In the second leg, after also going 1-0 down, but the second leg, which I'm going to be talking about in the events of the match later in the video, but the thing is that they deserved. Okay, so let's not another trophyless season, of course, for Arsenal, but still, guys, PSG is going for the treble now. They're in the final. They've already occupied the Ligue 1. They have already, I think the Copa, which cup is that? Coupe de France, whatever, French Super Cup. I don't know what it's called, but they have that in their bag. Okay, but the thing is that they're in the final, PSG, and the match yesterday. Let's react to that now. But guys, when I tell you the stats of this match, 54 possession of Arsenal, 46 possession of PSG. PSG having 12 shots, 6 on target. Arsenal having 19 shots, 4 on target. There was Liverpool at a time that came here at the Parc des Princes, okay? And they lost, they won 1-0, but they had to face 27 shots. This Arsenal, which is Liverpool is a way better team than Arsenal. But Arsenal, what they did in these both legs, I'm very proud of them. I didn't expect this much from Arsenal, but I'm very proud of them. Like, we shouldn't underestimate Arsenal, okay? Even though they lost 3-1 on aggregate, I still think that they had equal rights to go to the final. Especially their performances, bro. Their performances were spectacular, I have to say. 19 shots at the Parc des Princes. Being a defensive team. Arsenal is not an attacking team, guys. It's a defensive team. PSG is a way more balanced team. They're good in the defense, good in the attack. But also no big names in this PSG side. Literally no big names. Tell me one big name in the comment. I don't see a single big name in this PSG side. In Arsenal, of course, also like a very good defensive team. The best defensive team, to be honest, in Europe. After them comes PSG. And they lost 3-1. A one consolation goal, of course. But man, what a game. What a game. The events of this match, guys. 10 to 15 minutes. Arsenal were going 100% to score that equalizer to make it 1-1 aggregate. But they failed. Why did they fail? Donnarumma. Guys, Donnarumma was a wall. And in these moments, guys, it's not the players who actually saved the team. It's the goalkeepers. And we've been seeing this. Real Madrid, when they reach the semifinal or the final, who saves them? Courtois. Yesterday, Donnarumma was single-handedly, actually in these both legs, was single-handedly keeping Arsenal away from getting to the final. Donnarumma, guys. Donnarumma. And the thing is, guys, that PSG controlled the game, okay? They tried to control the game. But Arsenal were playing so much good football. So good. But their attack, even though it was lacking, there's Merino up there. Saka, Merino, Martinelli. But still they were balling. Creating so many corners, so many set pieces, so many attacks, so many attempts. It was unbelievable to see. Now, PSG, of course, they had their chances. They took them very... but the thing is that after 15 minutes, PSG were trying to come back to the game. And they did. Okay? 27th minute, Fabian Ruiz with that strike. What a strike for Fabian Ruiz. What a strike. And this actually completely like, because the momentum was on Arsenal's way. PSG were trying to find a way to break that momentum, and they did. Fabian Ruiz. And after some time, they also get a penalty, Vitinha, in the 69th minute in the second half, which he, of course, missed. Well, he didn't miss. Rea saved it. And so after some time, Hakimi scores a beautiful goal in the 72nd minute. And, of course, Saka with that 76th minute consolation goal. Saka was trying so hard, bro. I feel so bad for Arsenal. Another trophyless season. But the thing is that the game must go on. This is football. This is why we are football fans, okay? But the thing is that PSG is in the final. Arsenal is knocked out from the semi-final. Another trophyless season. So bad to see this. Everyone else is like in a final or has won at least something. Liverpool winning the Premier League. Man City might win the FA Cup. Spurs also on the verge to go to a final. Manchester United also are going to go to the final of Europa League. And then Chelsea in the Conference League. And then Arsenal completely destroyed. But anyways, guys, that was it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel. Heartbreak for Arsenal. Victory for PSG. They're going to face Inter Milan in the final. I don't know who's going to win. It's very hard. I'm going to make a video on that, okay? But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Over and out. I'll see you on the next video.